Okay, so in this video I'm gonna talk about the interface and the basic mechanics of Easel. So it's important to note that there's a free version and a pro version of the software. We have the pro version at the PC at CP3, but this training is gonna focus on the free version, which you can all access from home if you create an Easel account. So we'll first start by signing in, and then once you sign in, just make a new project. So now you're in Easel, so I'm gonna run you through the interface quickly. So at the top you have this comment bar, which allows you to name your project, copy paste, export your G code, or configure a CNC machine. And then on the left side of the screen you have a toolbar that allows you to create or import different shapes and designs. You'll notice that the left part of the interface is for the conception of the design, and then the right part is there to visualize what your design is gonna look like. So, and finally the toolbar on the top right of the screen is to choose your material, the bit you're gonna use, as well as to determine the your cut settings. So I'm gonna start by naming my project CP3 Easel training. Cool. We can close that. Next step, I'm gonna choose my material. So we're gonna head over here. There's a lot of material types. We're gonna go for HDPE right now. The color doesn't really matter, you can choose anything you want. And then for the dimensions, and by the way, if you're like cutting or carving, let's say LDPE or PLA, you could also just choose HDPE and it would be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna cut a sheet of 12 inches by 8 inches. It's already in there. This is the maximum size of the sheet we can fit in our CNC machine. For the thickness, it's gonna be 1/8 of an inch. Enter. Here we go. And there's also like this button in the bottom corner to switch from inches to millimeters, whatever you're more comfortable with. So I'm gonna choose the bit size. I'm gonna go for the 1/16 of an inch bit. We have the exact same one. It came with the CNC machine. We also have some 1/8 of an inch bits, but keep in mind that the bigger the bit is, the less details you're gonna be able to carve in your design. And you can forget about the V-bits for now. Then I'm gonna go to the cut settings. So there's automatic and manual. This is like the presets that Easel gives you depending on the material you chose. So basically the feed rate is the speed at which the spindle is gonna move, like how fast it's gonna move. The plunge rate is the speed at which the spindle is gonna the spindle is gonna penetrate into the material you're cutting, and the depth per pass is gonna determine how deep the bit is gonna cut at each pass. And you can forget about the rest of the settings for now. because it's for the pro version. So we're gonna head to the conception area. Here you can create shapes, draw lines. There's a tool to make like precise holes. There's a library, a design library, for you to choose some pre-designed shapes. There's also this button is to import some SVG files coming outside from the software. What else? Yeah, so I'm gonna insert some text. So there's a lot of typos. Some of them are for the pro versions, but a lot of them are also for the free versions. I'm gonna go with this one, and you can double click and I'll write CP3 Easel training. Okay. And yeah, when you select an object, when you click on an object, there's this menu that appears. So there's like two sections, the shape menu and the cut menu. So the shape menu is to position the design with precise coordinates. You can move your design with the mouse. You can also enter some precise numbers. Same for the size. You can always enlarge your object with the mouse or do it manually. For the cut part, this is important because it's going to determine how deep the CNC machine is going to cut. It's going to carve your object, your selected object. So right now, this is my HDPE panel, 1/8 of an inch thick. So you see that right now it's near the deepness of the selected object, of the text is around 1/16 of an inch. I can also literally write 1/16 of an inch, so that's halfway deep into the material. You could also, if you wanted to like completely cut through the material, you just, since it's 1/8 of an inch, drag the button to 1/8 of an inch, see what it does. We would lose the middle of the letters because they're not attached or anything, but if we wanted to attach those parts, we could just create a kind of bracket that could hold them together. Let's see what we can do. So I'm just playing with the shapes here. Would this, something like that would probably work. I just did this really fast, but it's just to show the principle. So yeah, we can, I'm just gonna zoom out. Okay. So with the cut settings, we can also choose where the spin on which outline the spindle is gonna cut the shape. So let's put it back at 1/16 of an inch. So here we have cut path options. So right now we're set on clear out bucket, so it basically just eats everything inside the letters. We could select cut on shape path. So now it's cutting exactly on the outline of each letters. We can cut outside the shape path, so it's like just outside the outline or inside of it. So we can play with that. So we can now click on simulate here. It's gonna give us a time estimate of the carving. So right now we're at 12 minutes, and it also gives us the path. Well, it's a rough visualization, but the path of the spindle through the process. Yeah, it was pretty much it. When you're done, you can click on project. You can share your easel project, like literally this whole like interface. If you click on it, click on unlisted, you can send me this the link. Or other option is to download the G code and then send me that file. So yeah, that sums up the basics of the software. Let me know if you have further questions.